Let's now get in Sandeep Bagla, who is the CEO at Trust Mutual Fund. He's joining in to discuss more about the data that has just come in. Sandeep, hi, welcome to the show. Well, it seems as though the equity markets are not having a problem. They've discarded all of the uncertainty at this point in time. The net equity inflows are up over close to around 25% on a year, 25% for this month gone by. Tell us more. Do you expect this kind of momentum to continue?
Yeah, I think, good morning. So I think that the flows are quite robust. And of course, flows are influenced by a number of factors. The immediate past performance of the equity market is a bit of an influencer. The liquidity conditions are also have some minor role to play in the short term. I think the number of NFOs which are hitting the market, they tend to galvanize the distributor community and mobilize large amount of money. As we talk now, I could see that there are at least 15 NFOs which are approaching the market in pretty soon, including our own fund, Trust MF Multi-Cap Fund. So I think this month is going to be very, very good in terms of retail mobilizations. I think the money is coming steadily through SIPs. The SIP number I can see has increased from 26.6 thousand crores last month, the previous month, to 27.2 thousand crores. So, the SIP flows are very robust, and the NFOs will help mobilize more funds into the equity markets this month.
All right. And what is your sense on how the SIPs will be this year? We don't have the number so far. It's 26,000 crores, 26,000 crores has been what the norm was over the last few months. But what was also interesting was the trend of SIP accounts closing. What is your sense of that number in this month, in the previous month?
The SIP gross inflows are coming in at 27.2 thousand crores, 27,000 crores odd. I think that is the number we need to focus on, because that number is going to come month after month going forward for the years to come, and is only going to increase. If somebody had started their SIP 10 years back and that's closing, that I think has no relevance. I think this is the number that we need to track. And I think this number will only increase because more and more investors are now realizing that they can meet their financial goals better by participating in the India growth story through the mutual fund route, which is simpler, clearer, consistently they can do that. And I think that this number will keep on growing. At the ground level, there are thousands of distributors who are working closely with investors, making sure that they launch, they register for new SIPs, and the older SIPs also continue. So I think this is a phenomenal story in India, which is underplayed, that the SIP story, which will ensure that a large amount of retail money is coming into the Indian markets consistently and for a very long period of time.
Okay. What's your sense in terms of the interest that we're seeing back in terms of mid-caps as well as small caps this time round?
See, in fact, if you look at the next 2 years earning forecast, I was looking at the index levels. The mid-cap earnings are slated to grow by about 15%, small cap by 13% for the next 2 years, while large cap is expected to grow only in the smaller single digits. So mid-caps, if growth is considered, mid-caps are not as overvalued as one thinks. So I think that by experience and by performance, it is getting reinstated in the consumer's mind and the investor's mind also. And people are investing in mid-caps and small caps. And I think if the growth materializes, then these stocks will start looking cheap again. If not cheap, more reasonably valued.
All right. Thanks a lot, Sandeep, for joining in and giving us the initial thoughts on how this has been. What we'll do is we'll, get some more data and then pull in, some other experts along with you to discuss this in further detail for now. So looks like the mutual fund industry and the equity market, the cult or the discipline of Indian equity investors continues to stay, as we've seen in the month of June as well. With that, we'll slip into a short break. And as we do that, let's give you some good news. India's business news leader is now just a click away, which is the CNBC TV 18 app. which gives you instant access to breaking news, in-depth articles, and all the financial world updates coming in at your fingertips. You can download the CNBC TV 18 app from either the Apple Store or the Google Play Store, or just scan the QR code, which is up for you on the screen.